Welcome back. My name is Lost, and today we need to fix some interior decorating. Last episode we started doing this, and right away when it was done, it occurred to me this isn't very good. Yes, there were things we were missing, but there were also things that we just generally needed to do. So some stuff is coming out and some stuff is going in. These are coming out. This carpet is coming out. The desk is staying in, but we need to change some stuff first. Namely, the fact that in the current setup, everything is just visible from the front. And what business have you been in that has a warehouse that is somewhat fancy, that has everything warehoused visible when you walk in the door? I'll give you a hint, the answer is none of them. Because that's just not how they do things. So, we need to fix this. We also just generally need to make things a bit more complete. I have a few more bits that we needed that we can use. We can put a little plant over here just for some added greenery. We can add a painting behind the desk. Sure, why not? There's space for it. We can't put things on here is the one problem. We can put things on here though. And on here. But we can't put things on this desk because of the carpet. If I were to replace the carpet with blocks, we could do that, but it looks better with the carpet slightly on top, like it's a topper for a desk instead of the material making the actual desk, I think. Maybe that's just me. I do also have a whole lot of chiseled bookshelves, so we can add some let me try that again. Uh-oh. I'm going to be using my Silk Touch pickaxe a bunch. Oh no! This isn't going to work. It's going to need to be smaller because I think we're going to need to... Where did I put that lantern? Move that in one. Oop, I'm climbing the scaffolds. Break that. I think we're going to put the chiseled bookshelf a little further in so you can actually kind of get back here without feeling too cramped. And then we're going to add all the, records in the filing system. And we'll leave one out on the desk. Now we need that painting, there we go, painting back. Not... Oh, come on. What's it going to take for you to give me a smaller painting? That's the same spot. Fortunately, you can swap the paintings infinitely. Let's just go with Donkey Kong for now. That's looking a little better. A little more, like, alive. Now, the main issue is we need some sort of a wall. I may replace the andesite. It's what I had a lot of. For some reason, I have a ridiculous amount of polished andesite. This is my problem here currently, is this weird little spot. I would prefer this wall ends here, but... As we don't want all of the back areas visible from the front areas. I will, however, add some torches temporarily because I do not want to spawn things everywhere. There we go. Now we have the front area and the back area. Throw a torch over there because I've created some new weird shadowy spots. That should be fine. Just the doors letting through all the light. Now these waiting room chairs are going to be against this wall. I think I need a temporary torch over here, so yeah. One thing I do not have still is chains. And we will do that and that. There we go. There's the waiting room chairs. We will put some reading material on there so people have something to do while they're waiting. Now we can't leave this as a 2-block wall, but where's my andesite? There's my andesite. Let me get up here. Ooh, don't do that. Or that. I am going to replace those 2 windows right there with bricks, but I don't have any available that are made, so I'll have to make some bricks. And then I'll do that. So that's one thing that is not gonna happen right now. And I think, let me break this carpet too. We need to re-add some carpet. But we're going to need to do it slightly differently because currently looks slightly like a racing flag. It's a style, okay? It looks better than the weird blocky carpet we had before. It's not great, but it's better than the weird blocky thing. So I'm not sure. Let me switch my pickaxes back, and sure, the barrels will work to get me up here. I'm thinking this wall maybe should end up being about that high. I have more polished andesite, I just have to grab it. It's in the boxes. Good luck, huh? Yeah, I'm thinking that works because it blocks out the worst of it, but it also doesn't go all the way to the ceiling. So I'll go grab the rest of that polished andesite. I have added some fallen leaves for texture. They're kind of hard to see, but they're there, I promise. They're way more obvious on green. Also, yes, I'm almost out of food. I know I will have to do that after this. That's not the box I need. There's the box I need. Is there anything else I needed? Do I have any? Oh yeah, I was making flower pots. Let me just make a couple of those and then confuse myself immensely by leaving random bricks in a box to go with the random copper ingots that I'm sure are in several boxes. I need to switch these again. There we go. Split that window up. Which does mean there's still a slightly odd window going into the back area, but there we are. it's a lovely little entryway. Let's add another painting. That looks nice. Do we want another painting? They break up the gray walls awfully nicely. They are a little difficult to convince that they want to be the size and shape that I want them to be. Okay, how big do we want this painting? Probably not all the way to the wall and not past there. It works. Honestly, I feel like this is a real world painting that's been pixelized. It's kind of interesting. There we go. We do need to do some small changes. That looks a bit strange. We need some actual hanging lights in here. And it's much improved. You are going to get a bookshelf in the corner with some books. There's all your records. Oh, nope, that's the problem, that's a painting. I thought that was an item frame for a second. There we go. You are gonna end up with a wall just going across. We might have to alter this desk slightly. By which I mean do that. And cut it down a block. Probably won't actually use the andesite. Well, maybe in here. For now we will. I can change it later if I feel that I need to. Oops, I ran out. Put in a door. I think I still have some doors. Yep, I do. Good. Oof. Oh no. Well, that is absolutely not what I wanted to do. Boop. Impressively enough, just adding, like, this wall makes such a big difference. Perhaps not. Not like that. Polished andesite. I do have a couple pieces. That's fine. That's better. I'm not going to spend too much time fussing with the paintings because you can spend an eternity fussing with paintings to try and get them to be the size you want. I think I need to add another row, so we're going to need some more polished andesite. Other than that, I think this spot is mostly okay, but they could probably use a plant. I'm thinking, should we give them bamboo? We'll give them a bamboo. And more polished andesite is needed. I think I'd remember by now it's the sand one. I'm just going to grab all 3 stacks of polished andesite, as I don't need them for anything else at this point. Oop. Nope. Forgot where I was going already. We're going here. Oh, sure. Well then, fine. I'll just break 1 block. There we go. I could put up signs like employees only and stuff. I don't really want to deal with that many more signs. I'm going to put hanging signs on the outsides of all the buildings labeling what they are because I will forget otherwise. I promise you I will forget otherwise. So we have the front of the building and the back of the building. Oh, come on. Go through the tiny little opening. It's not that hard. Obviously, bricks doesn't need that because it's not fully built. And you gotta finish the outside part first. There's some leaves you can actually see. Hang on a sec. Let me do that instead and give you a leaf. so it's not in my inventory. I don't think I can, yeah, this needs, oops. That's not supposed to be there. This has its upper floor put in. What were you again? Concrete. Okay, so the powdered concrete's gonna be on one floor, the solid concrete's gonna be on the other floor. This needs some stairs, which I don't have on me, so for right now, I'm gonna ignore the concrete building. Still need to fix this. This doesn't match and looks very, very weird. I also don't remember what this building was supposed to be. Oh, good. I do technically have it written down, kind of. Let me see if I can find it. What were you supposed to be? Oh, wait, were you glass? I think you were glass. This is why you label things, people. This is why you label things, and you label them properly the first time around. Pretty sure this is glass. Which, I feel like I can do this one without having to put in a wall, per se. Though it would be nice. Yeah, this has got to be glass. Mostly because I'm pretty sure none of the other buildings are glass. And I need a fairly large building for glass. I'm going to have to do double layer chest. I have chests on me? Yes. So the one issue here is I don't want chests in front of the windows. Nope. The problem with building storage buildings is you build a really nice building. And then you have problems. Okay, I can't move that chest right now because it's full of stuff. Okay. This is not enough chests for glass, I'm sorry. Like, if we have one per glass in a pane and a full in each one of these, it's still not enough. Let me just... How many do I need? As I am almost positive that's not enough. It's also nighttime again, so I'm gonna fix that because we do not want spawns. We have enough problems without them. And yeah. There are 16 different colors of glass. And also tinted glass. So 17 different things that have to get stored. Wait a minute. How did I get that number? That 17 is not right, is it? Nope. 17 was in fact right. Oh, good. So that's going to be fun. How am I going to do this? What am I going to do with this building to make it work? I probably don't need more than one chest of any given type of glass at a time. But this system is not going to happen. I'm thinking we need to put in some shelving. It does save me from blocking the windows directly. I don't want to go too much further forwards than that. I should be able to... Oh, no. If I leave 2 blocks on the outside edge... 1, 2, whoops. 4, oops. Nope, I want to do that, okay. That one's a placeholder on its own because of that extra chest there full of stuff. Oopsies. If we do this... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. I need 2 more, but tinted... Oh dear, 3 more. There. Okay, that'll work. That will work. Can't reasonably move that chest right now. My inventory's full. So that will be how that ends up going. I need to build some shelving around these. I don't have the materials right now. So I will need a bunch of trapdoors and possibly some slabs. Does a top slab still allow me to open this chest? Yes. So it'll be 2 deep shelving, 1 for each pane and block. I don't know which is in the bottom versus the top, but 1 of each, except for 1, which will not have a bottom chest because it's the tinted glass. It'll probably be this one in the middle that'll end up being the... tinted glass up there. Yeah, that'll work. Put the gap in the middle. It'll work fine. This is, however, going to mean that this is not going to have a wall because there's not a ton of space. It also doesn't really work well with this roof design that I've got going. So this is a building that just gets to exist. Oh, I didn't grab scaffolding. Oh, rats. I'm missing some of the really obvious bits that I need. I'll have to go back and grab those. Just gonna leave those chests there for now because I will need them in here. Oh goody. And we will add a bookshelf. Actually, I have not a flower pot. I have a trapdoor. And I'm going to do that. I will change at least some of this stuff out later. I don't think we're going to put any art up in here because I don't think there's any real space where it'll fit. I mean, I could, but it'd be very small. And I feel like the paintings will be better used in places where they're not very small. Oop, not bookshelves. I got the bookshelves already. Put a couple of plants. Can you actually put grass in a pot? No. It'd be fun if you could. We'll give you a couple of ferns. And a book. If I could place that. Probably want to change these to be dark oak, because they stick out a little bit. But I don't have any dark oak trapdoors on me. Eventually there will be trapdoors there. Okay, boop, boop. There we go. So I need to get floating. A bunch of bits and pieces so I can finish that properly. Maybe a sapling, actually. I could put a sapling in those little pots. I will build the shelving unit, because that's not that exciting. It's going to be a bunch of trapdoors and slabs arranged around the existing chests. I need some dark oak trapdoor. I have dark oak trapdoors. Where are they? I probably made them by accident, but I know I have them. I just need to... That's black carpet. Ha! Found them. Okay, I don't need that. Or that. Anything else out of this inventory that I can dump? I don't need spruce trapdoors because they only really belong in one area. And it's not the one I'm currently in. Scaffolding. That's dark oak planks. I don't need dark oak planks. I don't need the andesite because we're not putting in a wall there. Oops. I maybe should keep hanging on to the chiseled bookshelves for now. Pretty sure I've got more stuff than I have spaces to put stuff again. Uh-oh. I need dark oak slabs, as I really doubt I have any number of those. That'll work. Do I have any green carpet? That's a moss carpet. I was looking for green carpet. That's a copper trapdoor. Such a mess. I really need to get this place done so that I can just organize things. Okay, green carpet, green wool. Make a few more of those. I think I'm gonna... I might need a couple more dark oak trap doors. There we go. What else was I missing? Birch trapdoors. Do I have birch trapdoors? Because I don't think I have birch planks anywhere. Do I have birch trapdoors? Are they over here? No, they are not. I'm going to grab the saplings, though. There. And it's nighttime. Uh-oh. Wrong way. That is the falling off part of the walkway. This is why I need to put railings in. Because real people would do exactly what I just did and fall off. Oh no. That's not right. Which way up is the actual gap that I need? There it is. It's impressively easy to get stuck on that water elevator. Eventually that water elevator will be gone, but for right now I still need it because I still need to get up here. And I don't want to use rockets every single time. There we go. Okay. I knew that wasn't supposed to float. Okay, let me grab you. And boop, 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 boop. Not that many boops. Maybe just the 4. And you, and there. Yeah, you can see that tiny little bit there. It's fine. I could actually replace that one with a... Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to replace this with that. Hey, look, it's a table. That's not the direction I wanted you to face. There. And we will put on the green. We will crouch. Oh no. I put these in the wrong block. These needed to be here. Uh-oh. Where are my... There they are. Sheesh. And there, there. And oops. Gotta remember, I gotta stop crouching there. And we add a chair back here. Move this torch. I will put that torch somewhere else, because I probably still need a torch. And we will add a couple of waiting chairs over here. Don't want to get people any closer. Oops. To the stack over there than they are already. And we will put this back in because we did actually want it there. It just popped off. Will saplings look better? Than ferns. I think we're gonna do the oak sapling. There. Variety is your friend. Okay. Carpet. I don't have carpet on me. These poor people are going to be carpetless for a little bit. Dark oak slabbies. Going all the way across. I do need a block. There we go. There. Whoa. Oh no, that's not right. It's not supposed to be above, it's supposed to be beside. There we go. I have to get rid of that one though. If these are all separate things, then I need to actually be able to get to them. There we go. And then outside edges will have some like that kind of thing. And we can do something in the middle here to make it look like it's got supports there too, but obviously I can't do that without more slabbies. There we go. Do I have... I don't think I have any ready-made carpet I can grab super fast. Especially since I probably want a blue carpet to go with the floor in that one. So I will do that. And I will continue to hopefully finish several more interiors for next time. I'll show them to you when we get started. And then... maybe next episode we can finish this area. That would be great. As it's about time we got on somewhere else. But at any rate, I will see you in the next video. Bye.